Welcome to Episode 5 of Inside Azure for IT. I'm Erin Chapple, CVP of Azure Core Product and Design. We find ourselves again facing swift and dynamic market changes with macroeconomic headwinds, geopolitical tensions, and labor constraints in multiple industries, presenting continued challenges for IT leaders to navigate. And just as companies of all sizes across all industries turned to the cloud to adapt during the pandemic, they continue to do so to help them digitally optimize their businesses. In this episode, we'll take a look at 3 strategies that can help you successfully navigate some of the uncertainty that we're all facing today and emerge stronger, more agile, and more efficient. I've invited 3 guests to share their perspectives on how you can use the full power of the cloud to gain efficiencies and scalability, how you can optimize cloud investments to maximize value, and how you can strengthen your security to become more resilient while you continue to innovate. Before we get started, remember, this is part 1 of a 3-part episode. In our second segment, I talk with Henry O'Connell, CEO and co-founder of Canary Speech, about how they're powering their vocal biomarker technology using Microsoft Azure, and how they're optimizing their cloud investments to maximize value. And in the third segment, I talk with Vasu Jakal, CVP of Microsoft Security, Governance, Identity, and Privacy, about today's security landscape and why implementing a comprehensive security strategy is so important to growing your business. Now, I'd like to welcome Sathish Rajappa, Vice President of Global Platform Technology Sales at Blue Yonder, to chat with us about how, together with Azure, they're helping customers achieve efficiency, scalability, and other game-changing benefits by migrating to the cloud. Hi, Sathish. I'm so glad you could join me on Inside Azure for IT.
Thanks for having me, Erin.
I love when we have a Microsoft partner on the show because it gives people a unique view into how we innovate together to create new opportunities for customers. Your solution technology at Blue Yonder specifically helps retailers, manufacturers, and logistic providers accelerate their digital transformation by unifying their data, supply chain, and retail commerce operations. Before we dive into how you're helping customers modernize their operations, could you talk a little bit about Blue Yonder's modernization journey? What impact has migrating to the cloud had on your own organization, Sathish?
Happy to, Erin. Blue Yonder embarked on a journey to transform our portfolio of products to a SaaS platform. We chose Azure as our cloud provider and formed a very strategic partnership with Microsoft. We chose Azure for a few reasons, Erin. The global reach with 60 plus regions, the commitment to security with $1 billion plus in investments in cybersecurity, the flexibility with a wide range of services and tools and a pay-as-you-go model, the integration with other Microsoft technologies, and finally, to be seen as a neutral choice with our retail customers. We are bringing along many customers who have deployed solutions on-prem to the cloud by migrating them to the SaaS platform that we call Luminate. Luminate is an end-to-end cognitive business platform that helps retailers, manufacturers, and logistics providers fulfill customer demand from planning through delivery.
Luminate is a great example of how combining the strengths of both companies can deliver innovative, intelligent solutions for customers. When I think about retailers, manufacturers, and logistic providers, they took on incredible challenges over the past few years, and many of them have adapted by moving all or portions of their business to the cloud. Now, we're facing a new wave of disruption, and again, we're dealing with changing markets, labor shortages, and more. Can you share some of the challenges you see customers trying to solve with the cloud technology in this current environment?
I hear the following 5 consistent themes from IT executives to help their business teams drive value and gain competitive advantage. The first is scalability, the ability to quickly and easily scale up or down resources as needed to meet changing business demands. Second is cost management, the ability to optimize their spending and reduce costs on IT infrastructure via consolidation of systems to a few solution providers. Third would be data storage and management, storing and managing substantial amounts of data in the cloud, including data backup and disaster recovery. Fourth, in the area of security, ensuring that their data and applications are secure in the cloud. And finally, agility and innovation, adopting innovative technologies such as AI and ML at production scale to solve specific use cases to improve their business operations and gain a competitive advantage.
I'm hearing similar things from customers, and these concerns are shared by those in other industries too. Healthcare, finance, and the public sector, for example. Many businesses turn to the cloud as a way to combat headwinds during the pandemic, And now they're doing everything they can to maximize the value of those IT investments. How are you helping customers address some of the pain points you just mentioned, Sathish?
Great question, Erin. The selection of Azure, like I mentioned, as our cloud provider and forming a strategic partnership with Microsoft is helping Blue Yonder address customers' end-to-end supply chain challenges. For example, in the area of scalability and cost management, Blue Yonder built a cloud management platform for Azure and Kubernetes that help Blue Yonder solutions to deploy, scale, and run SaaS services at a reduced cost and effort. This provides availability, reliability, scalability, security, and deployment in a very cost-effective manner, thereby helping application teams focus on building differentiated products and operate a resilient solution in the cloud. In the area of agility and innovation, Blue Yonder uses a variety of Azure services and tools within the Luminate platform and solutions. Our Blue Yonder Machine Learning Studio capability uses the power of Azure ML to provide a robust, integrated ML ops experience that is curated for data scientists. Also, Blue Yonder Machine Learning Studio capabilities, integrated with Jupyter Notebooks and other standard environments with access to machine learning libraries, provides a familiar developer experience to a customer IT organization.
The heart of modernization is about empowering people to do more of the things that matter most for their business. And in the scenarios you just mentioned, Sathish, that means data scientists can simplify and accelerate the way that they develop models because they have ready access to data sets. And application teams can focus on innovating, and developers can leverage familiar tools rather than having to build new skill sets.
That's absolutely right, Erin.
Now, for companies wanting to accelerate digital transformation with fewer resources, or companies early in their cloud adoption journey, taking on a migration project might seem like a daunting task right now. But in our experience, migrating to the cloud can actually help customers better navigate these times of uncertainty. They're able to achieve unprecedented efficiencies, unlock new business value, enable secure remote work scenarios, and many more. As someone who has helped customers modernize critical components of their operations over the last few years, has this been your experience as well?
It absolutely has been, Erin. For example, customers that deployed Blue Yonder solutions in SaaS on Azure experienced little disruption when the pandemic hit. Blue Yonder was able to maintain productivity and continuity of operations as we were able to continue to remotely run their business and help customers continue to derive value from the Blue Yonder solutions and the investments they made. It also helps organizations to focus on their core competencies and leave the management of the entire solution to the solution experts. This can help them focus on what they do best and continue to grow their business.
Maintaining productivity and operational continuity is critical for delivering on customer demand, enabling a hybrid workforce, and staying competitive. Cloud-based infrastructure gives you more IT resilience, which means you're better equipped to mitigate new disruptions and future-proof your business. Now, one of the great things about our partnership is that we want to make migrating and modernizing easier for customers. Blue Yonder and Microsoft are working on a few exciting things together that can help customers get started. Right, Sathish?
Absolutely. We are very grateful for the partnership. We value the partnership. We are a key ISV partner on the Microsoft industry clouds. Together, we will continue to strategically align on empowering our joint customer base to achieve more and partnering with them to innovate and solve their current business challenges through digital transformation. One example of this is the work we are doing with the current solutions, such as the Microsoft Cloud for Retail and Microsoft Cloud for Sustainability. We are placing the tools our customers need into their day-to-day systems to provide real-time data, streamline operations, reduce supply deficiencies, and improve conversion and profitability.
The Microsoft Cloud industry solutions are a great place to start if you're looking for tailored solutions to drive benefits for customers, employees, and your organization. Sathish, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Inside Azure for IT. It was great to chat with you.
This was great. Thanks a lot, Erin.
Don't forget to check out the other segments of this episode of Inside Azure for IT. I talk with Henry O'Connell at Canary Speech about how they're powering the vocal biomarker technology and optimizing their cloud investments using Azure. And I also chat with my colleague and Microsoft leader, Vasu Jakal, about why implementing a comprehensive security strategy is just so important to growing your business. For all our videos, deep dives, and skilling content, head to azure.com/InsideAzureForIT. And I'll see you next time.